ليش هيب هوب مع حسان.
زي ما وعدناكم الفنانة النيجيرية الألمانية، أنا حتحدث باللغة الإنجليزية شوي وإن شاء الله أحاول أترجم. The Nigerian German artist Nneka has her own style. She is actually so authentic and so real. Growing up in Africa and Europe to create music that has a global sound and message. Of course, I wanna give a big shout out to Martin from Neverland Music for arranging this. I don't know what to say. I'm very honored to have the one and only, the authentic, the real, the talented Nneka. Nneka, salute.
Hello, how are you?
It's an honor to have you on the show, Nneka, and I'm very sorry for the, time differences. Big up to you from the Middle East.
Big up to you all the way from Germany and Africa.
Nneka, you don't understand. I've been promoting your songs ever. I started this show a year and a half ago. And it's Saudi's first FM hip-hop radio show, aimed to change the wrong perception people have about hip-hop. And you grew up in a troubled Niger area, and then you later moved to Germany. How has that experience impacted your music?
Well, I must say most of my life in Nigeria is basically, most of all the issues that I stress at present have to do with my life back home in Nigeria. And everything that has basically made me the person who I am today is due to the experience that I've had in Nigeria. But at the end of the day, gaining that space in Germany to be able to get to know myself as a person, get to know myself as an artist, having that opportunity to also educate myself as an African in diaspora, that made me more aware of my identity as a person, as an African, and also, as an artist. That is what made me actually go back to Nigeria. I moved back to Nigeria 6 years ago. Now.
Nneka, like our common friend and the amazing artist Blitz, the ambassador, always says, and you always, big shout out to Blitz. Africa is synonym to, poverty and like everything's, sad and just corruption. But you guys bring out the positive as well in it. Why do you think people or the media, focus like that in Africa? For me, Africa is one of the richest continent in the world.
That's right. Unfortunately, it has a lot to do also with our political leaders who portray us as a continent in need on one hand, and on the other hand, they don't even necessarily care about the perception Europe has about Africa or the Western world has about Africa, because it's all about their own self-profit. As long as they are in power, as long as they get what they want when they are in power, then everything is okay, and civilians have nothing to say, But I can't just point a finger alone at politicians. We ourselves, as Africans, as Nigerians, also have a lot of responsibility to carry, and our responsibility, we are not aware of that responsibility.
Correct.
We lack education, we lack the interest, we lack the courage, because we are also forced to live in fear and respect the system. So there are many, many things that you can, that make the whole entity not function.
Absolutely.
Not just political leaders alone.
Absolutely. Nneka, do you think peace and music are connected or related?
Well, in my case, I can only speak for myself.
Of course.
Without music, I could not portray my message of peace. I could not reflect my innermost, which is the opposite of what I give out. If there were not to be pain in this world, I don't think I will be able to do the type of music that I'm doing today. And everything I give out, like I just mentioned, is the opposite of what I feel. So you can imagine how I feel about the world in general. But I use my music as a form and as a platform to express the minds and the innermost desires of many people who do not have the courage. I use my music as a form or as a means of these people to approach those in power to stress critical social issues, to express, all sorts of things. And in my case, because I believe in the music that I do and I'm connected, I know that my music has an impact.
It does.
Because it is spiritually changing things. That manifests itself in the physical.
We're playing it all the way in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure it has impact, and salute to you and your soul. Nneka, the state of hip-hop. Hip-hop is the voice of the voiceless. Hip-hop is the culture. Sadly, some record labels and the TVs and the radios have changed. Where do you see hip-hop nowadays? What is the state of hip-hop according to you?
I would say hip-hop is evolving. Especially, everything evolves. Change is constant. But hip-hop it's amazing to see how hip-hop takes the shape and the form of the place where it is practiced. Like if you look at hip-hop in Africa right now,
true,
it is amazing to see what we have done with hip-hop. It has mixed itself with the beginning, and also at the same time we've come up with a totally different sound. So it's the hip hop that we know from America mixed with the authentic African rhythm, and then you have dialects, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. People are rapping in Yoruba language. Mm-hmm. Then you have the blend of like if you come to Germany, for instance, it is totally a different it's just like there's certain flowers that grow in certain regions.
Correct.
So it's almost like you can compare it to that. It's kind of vague to say it that way, but
you're correct.
Hip-hop is
you're absolutely right. And Nneka, there's a lot of discussions going on about if you are mainstream, you're selling your soul. If you are commercial, you're bad. I mean, where do you stand in that? Because a lot of people tell you it's about to be, it's how you're smart you are, not how honest you are. For me personally, I support an artist for how real he is or she is. So I don't know where you stand in this. And can conscious music sell?
Well, I wouldn't say, some people think that the more bigger words or grammatical heavy words you use in hip hop, the more conscious, the more deep you are, the more, the more intelligent you are as a rapper. But, if you yourself don't even know what you're talking about, it's better you don't open your mouth and rap.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
big up to you.
You can, no, seriously, you can quote all the words in the dictionary.
Yeah.
And if nobody understands you, how are you having an impact on the world when nobody understands you and you don't even understand yourself? But talking about conscious music now, as in, obviously, the world is what it is. We've made the world to what it is. Mm-hmm. We like the easy listening.
Yes.
We like the hook lines that are easy to, that just.
But Nneka, sorry.
One melody, one word.
Sorry to interrupt you right there. It's very important to know that. Do you think that music? I mean, I've heard you say one time in an interview that music, for me personally, as Huss, I believe that music is, is a tool to inform and to inspire. But some people they take music to dance, and that's okay, but not all the time. Do you agree? Well, yes, of course. I mean, like, for instance, my music, like, I see how people react, especially when I perform it live. My music is heavy, but what I do is blend, or I mix a heavy, danceable sound rhythm, but then I have conscious lyrics on the beat or on the rhythm. So it also depends on how you bring the two worlds into one. You cannot condemn the other, because at the end of the day, you need it to reflect yourself, and we need polarity in life. I keep on saying that, Absolutely. Nneka, you're authentic, you're real. Your soul is so beautiful. I'm really honored to talk to you. I can't believe I'm talking to you live. And I'm a big fan before being, a promoter of your music. So it's Lagos, Hamburg, New York, all over the world, and hopefully the Middle East when you come to the Middle East, I demand a face-to-face exclusive interview with you, Nneka.
Of course, my brother. Of course, definitely.
You know, seriously, I mean, you know, I've been promoting your music. I salute your music. I salute the realness in your music. There's a lot of people now tuning in all over the world. What kind of message would Nneka give? Let's talk about the Middle East. There's a lot of Arabic hip-hop, you know, going on from the Middle East. And before you answer that, what if Africa or Nigeria right now have a big microphone and Nneka, you are talking to all Nigeria and they can hear you? What do you tell them?
Well, all I can say, to be honest with you, is I'm not going to start pointing the finger and say our politicians have to change. And all I can say is love your neighbor as you love yourself. That is the simplest rule in a testament, in the Quran, in Buddhism, Hinduism. It's in every form of religion.
Correct.
As long as you love yourself, that all reflects on your neighbor and how we treat one another. And that's all we need in life.
Nneka,
in
again,
every department.
Salute to you again and trillion times. I want you, if you can just introduce I'll be playing the track Home, one of my favorite tracks, and we'll be playing as well Shining Star. If you can just introduce the track, you know, to us, that would be really great. The show's name is Laish Hip Hop, and this is Mix FM. So please go ahead, Nneka.
Hello, everybody. This is Nneka, and you've been listening to my song called My Home on Laish Hip Hop, exclusive for you guys in Saudi Arabia. One love. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Amazing. Nneka, can you say something in Nigerian? Just anything. Just say anything in Nigerian for your Nigeria people.
Okay, kilo day, everybody, waiting the happen for that side. To say on a day for Saudi Arabia, my fellow Niger, I dey hail you now. We're gonna stay Kankwe wherever on a day. God day, Olodumare day. One love to all of you.
One love, Nneka. Thank you very much for your time. Salute to Martin, salute to you. Please keep real and, you know, hopefully face-to-face interview whenever you come to the Middle East. Big up, Nneka. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me, my brother. God bless.
Peace and love. Thank you.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace. Let's listen to Nneka. This is history, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a historic night. Of course, you're listening to Home, Nneka. And guess what? Nneka didn't go. She's actually on the line and she's blessing us with 5 more minutes to talk. وحنتكلم مع Nneka, and this is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. This is historic. Her music is real. Check her out, Nneka. We're gonna go for a short break, and then we're gonna go back with the one and only Nneka.
ليش هيب هوب مع حسان.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I can't believe we, like I said, we were hosting Nneka, and Nneka is still on the line. I hope so. Nneka, you still with us?
Yes.
Amazing. Again, Nneka, I thank you very much for giving us these 5 extra minutes. For me, it means a lot. So I'm going to go straight to it. I want to talk to you about the entertainment industry. In general, what is entertainment? And we talked about this. Like, is entertainment only to make people have fun? Why in general, like radio, like we talked about, okay, radio's always promoting the silly or maybe the light lyrics. In my opinion, they should play both the heavy and the silly and let the people decide. I mean, where do you stand at this point?
I think you're definitely right, but obviously I think that the world, better to say, there is a certain mentality that we have as people of the system, especially those who are on the top. They would not want to educate the masses.
Again, I'm going to interrupt you.
Educate the masses.
Why?
Educate the masses, but how do I say? People would always... There's a certain... I believe in energy and I believe in power. You know, if the masses or the people have too much power, then the top loses control.
Okay,
so
but if the people have the right and the truth in it, then I think they, like for example, if you look at an artist now called Macklemore, I'm sure if you heard of Macklemore, and Macklemore have started from the people and now they're playing their music, and he's there, like I think
he's not that big.
Yeah, not yet, but hopefully, hopefully.
I mean, hopefully, exactly. Yeah. They have difficulties playing his music because he's a conscious artist.
Correct.
Because he stresses critical social issues or issues that have to do with change. And that's exactly what those on top might not want. As soon as people start becoming too conscious of the truth or their truth or their potential, then
there will be there'll be trouble.
They lose control.
Yeah. And what made you, Nneka, in your opinion, and for you, what made you choose that path? Cause like, maybe you could have been even like maybe having more shows and more, I don't know, fan base, although your fan base is really big if you chose the other path, but right now you're a conscious path. Like you're just being real. That's what I know. You're just talking about how you lived your life. Go ahead.
That fulfills me. That makes me content. That also I feed from the consciousness that comes through me and the consciousness that I do not even have. I learn every single day. When I speak the words that come through my mouth, at times they are not even my own words. And I want to do the will of God, which is the major thing. If I would be doing everything that had to do with my lust and everything that that would satisfy my earthly deeds, which is, like material, money, anything that would just come and go, then it wouldn't nourish my inside, my heart, my soul, and it wouldn't give anything to the youth. The youth is the future.
It is. What inspires you, Nneka? What makes you? What makes you write all these, amazing songs? What is the inspiration? I know you've been through a lot, but what inspires Nneka?
Well, both happy things and sad things. The state of the world, the Bible. Losing God, finding God, losing myself, losing my sanity, and then at the same time trying to find, everything. The movement of the people, America. The power of the Americans, then downfall, oil, the whole, everything. That's conflict.
Yeah, that's really cool. Have you ever heard any Arab hip hop artist? And would you collaborate with any Arab hip hop artists?
Of course, I would love to, but I don't know many. I don't know. I think there's one person that I found once, but I've forgotten his name on. It was on YouTube, but he's a singer.
Yeah,
I've forgotten his name.
There are a lot, and I would love to maybe connect with your management. And like I said, Nneka, we're talking about like workshops. Would you ever consider coming into the Middle East and do workshops, or do you think that's something that you don't like? You only because your music, like you said, live is so full of passion and so full of realness. I want that passion. For the people over here, the artists that are tuning in right now, unfortunately, some of them, they just want to copy how Tupac was and how hip hop was in the States, but they don't reflect what the true essence of what they go through over here as Arabians. And we've been through a lot as Arabs. Yeah. Are you interested to come here for, maybe not here, maybe the Middle East in general, to come in and do some workshops? Awesome.
Anywhere music takes me, I go. Bruce Lee says, be like water.
Oh, yeah.
Take the shape and form wherever you go, and just adapt.
Yeah.
And I have a foundation as well that does, I own a foundation. So we do workshops in different countries with different...
What's the foundation called?
It's called the Rope Foundation.
Yes, the Rope.
ROPE.
Okay.
Reach out, promote, and empower.
That's amazing, And one last question to you. Do you think that music can elevate minds through its lyrics?
Always. You have the power as an artist to brainwash, and you have the power to elevate. That is why I think music or being an artist is way bigger than almost bigger than politics or religion nowadays. Yeah. Because so many people look up to you, especially the youth, and the youth that is the power of where we're heading to.
That is
once you've gotten the minds of the youth, you can either inspire them positively to become something good or something disastrous and demonic that would lead all of us into nowhere.
Right. Nneka, for me personally, this is a message straight up to you and to your family. Thank you. And this is your family. Thank you for raising someone like you. Thanks for everything that you've been through to have someone like you in this world, because it's really important. And I believe in your music for real. I'm not just selling you talk. Everyone that knows me knows I'm a big fan of Nneka, and hopefully like I said, I want that exclusive face-to-face interview, hopefully.
Of course. God's grace.
Nneka, anything, and I know we're ending right now, and anything you'd like to say to your people in the world, not only in Africa and the world, because you are such a big inspiration to everybody.
In Saudi Arabia, there must be people out there who I can definitely connect to, just like I connect to you, my brother. Love to Saudi Arabia. Music crosses boundaries. Music breaks borders. Music is love and can quench every sin and can quench every negativity. And I believe in that. So, what is meant to be will be. Thank you very much again for this interview.
Wow.
I hope to see you soon.
I'm honored. I'll see you soon. We'll be playing Shining Star right now. And you are a star, Nneka, with your soul, with your attitude, with you being authentic. And that's what I love about you, because you are just, you're authentic. You're just telling your story. And that's what hip hop is. And, you're just telling your story. And that's amazing. And I know I'm blabbing. I just want to keep you on the air. But yeah, anyway, it's been a blessing to have you, Nneka. Thank you very much for your time. And, we say put your peace signs up in the air. And thank you very much for your time. And shout out to Martin.
I say thank you in Arabic?
Shukran.
Shukran?
Yes.
Yes, shukran.
Awesome. Thank you. And we say assalamu alaikum as well, which is the tahiyyat al-Islam, which is how Muslims greet each other. Peace be upon you. We say assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Awesome. Thank you, Nneka, for your time. Thanks a lot. Peace and love.
All right. Peace and love.
All right.
Bye.
Wow. Shining star, Nneka. This is history, ladies and gentlemen. تاريخ. أول انترفيو لنكا على أي راديو عربي كان على إذاعة ميكس اف ام وعلى برنامج ليش هيب هوب. الشيء تاريخي. I'll talk again after the song. I'm just very overwhelmed right now. Nneka, the one and only Nneka, was on the show. Listen to her music.
In this